Obviously, I was preparing for it, just the idea of it. Once I got the phone call, it was exciting, and it was something that I would have took on the fly. But I don't know, they might have just been using me as a pawn. You know how De La Hoya could be. So,
How would you see a fight like this Canelo playing out?
with Canelo, I think I stopped Canelo.
Did y'all hear that? Let me cut it for a hot second, just so you won't be misconstrued about anything. Okay, you remember this, right?
On the fly, but I don't know, they might have just been using me as a pawn. You know how De La Hoya could be. So,
How would you see a fight like this Canelo playing out?
with Canelo, I think I stopped Canelo. I've always said that.
Yeah, Dan Jacobs. I ain't forgot. Now you got your chance to deliver. You got your chance to back up those words, and you definitely got your chance to take all Canelo's titles. You got the chance to do what Triple G can do. But do I see you doing that? Just maybe. You never know. Denny Jacobs could do a lot of things better than Canelo, you guys. Don't get it twisted. Shit, I might be picking Denny Jacobs to beat Canelo. You wouldn't know by the end of this video. Before I really get into this shit, make sure you like and dislike. Make sure you leave them comments. And don't be a hater. If you're feeling my videos, hit the subscribe button. Or let's talk about some real shit in this video. Because you know it's real. You guys, hold on, fix my piece real quick before I talk my shit. You guys, we're not even finna do nothing else. We just finna get right down to business. I just smoked a blunt too, so I'm good. So let me tell you guys this. Danny Jacobs versus Canelo Alvarez, May 4th. Good Lord, that's a good fight. You can argue that Danny Jacobs is bigger than Triple G. You can argue that Danny Jacobs is bigger than Canelo. Now, I'm not sure at which weight the fight is going to take place, but if I'm not mistaken, it's 168. But even if it's 160 or 168, it don't really fucking matter because that's not gonna determine shit in that fight. I can go out on the limb and say that. And plus, they're both shown us in the past that they're both bigger. They can be arguably bigger than 160 anyway. But you guys, I just want to talk about the good and the bad for both fighters before I give you guys my comparison and my prediction. All right. With that being said, y'all, let's get in the good and bad for Canelo. Well, I ain't got to name the good because the bad for Canelo is obviously the good for Danny Jacobs. The good for Danny Jacobs and the bad for Danny Jacobs, I mean, it's obviously the good for Canelo. So let's get into Canelo first. Number one, you can argue that Canelo has never faced a dude as fast as Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs got some blistering hand speed. He could put together like 10, 12 combinations. And Canelo, and what I like about Danny Jacobs, he got that stupid speed over there. You guys, stupid speed is always good. I'm gonna explain this to a T. But he got the smart speed too. But Danny Jacobs has stupid speed, and the judges, even myself, stupid speed is more pleasing. It's more crowd pleasing to me. And Danny Jacobs got a whole lot of that stupid speed. And just because of stupid speed can be a great thing. All right. That being said, um, what else we got there? Yeah, I don't know nobody that got that speed like Danny Jacobs. I don't even think Laura is faster than Danny Jacobs. So Canelo is going to get some speed that he haven't seen yet. Danny Jacobs has a lot of foot speed too. That's another thing that, well, he's seen a lot of foot speed against Laura. So Canelo got foot speed himself too. So I don't think Danny Jacobs is going to be running all night against Canelo anyway, unless Canelo unless Danny Jacobs don't respect his power, or whatever. But with that being said, what else we got out there? But Canelo's bad. Um, he can arguably be the hardest puncher that Canelo has ever faced. You guys, I really do feel Danny Jacobs hit harder than Triple G. And some people might feel like, oh, he didn't hurt Triple G, he didn't drop Triple G, but Triple G dropped him. Go somewhere and learn boxing before you say stupid shit like that. Triple G has a granite chin. It's just like Devin Alexander said Maidana don't hit hard. Devin Alexander just has a granite chin. All right? So, I mean, you guys have to really understand, you guys. Danny Jacobs is more explosive than Canelo as well. Danny Jacobs goes downstairs. It's nothing that really Danny Jacobs can't do. Okay? Very versatile type of a cat. I'm a big fan of Jacobs as well. I'm a fan of Canelo as well. Um, let's think of some more things though before we get into the whole shebang bang, basically. For Canelo. Another thing that's bad for Canelo is I think the foot speed is gonna give him problems. I said that already. Um, he's arguably the hardest. I don't think Canelo has ever faced nobody hard that hits harder than Danny Jacobs, yo. So we know Canelo has a chin, but in this fight, he can definitely show us that his chin is on another level. All right. What else we got out there, y'all? Bad for Canelo. Bad for Canelo. He's not going in this fight really the youngest. Because Danny Jacobs is what, 30? 31? They're both in their prime, in their peak right now. So he's not going in there with nobody that's on the slide or nobody that's, on their way out or no shit like that. All right? So with that being said, you guys, let's talk about the bad for Danny Jacobs. Being chinny, we never seen nobody that could go downstairs on Danny Jacobs to slow down his movement or stop him to the body that hits as hard to the body. You can argue, this is the argument, that Canelo is the hardest puncher that Danny Jacobs have ever fought. This is an argument. Remember, you guys, I'm saying that. Another bad thing for Danny Jacobs is the politics and bullshit. Canelo being the A side. We all know how the judges is with Canelo. Let's be real. But Danny Jacobs, I feel like Danny Jacobs is with the zone. He does fuck with Eddie Hearn. So I feel like Canelo has to clearly beat Danny Jacobs. I don't feel like he can pull this shit off. Like if it's a close fight, don't get it twisted. I think they'll give it to Canelo. I call it a draw. But if it's like Canelo's not getting no gifts in this one, okay? So, but if they had to give somebody a gift, it would be Canelo. So that could be a slight bad thing. But I feel like Eddie Hearn's got Danny Jacobs back. Another bad thing for Danny Jacobs is he's going to get somebody with arguably the best chin he ever faced. Another bad thing is he's going in there with a boxer this time. If you think about it, Danny Jacobs don't really face complete boxers. And when he has, he lost. Pyro, a good boxer. He lost to him. Triple G, whether you thought he won or not. I thought it could have been a draw or win either way, in my opinion. Triple G, the boxer Triple G, still outboxed him. Danny Jacobs do not do good against boxers. Oh, you guys, I got nightmare videos coming for this and everything. Trust me, I got y'all back. Yeah, but back to what I was saying. Danny Jacobs, on the other hand, he really depends on his power. He don't really go in there and outbox the boxer. You feel me? He goes in there and beat up the sluggers, but he don't go in there and outbox the boxers. Even, what's his name? Sergio Moore. He didn't outbox him. He stopped him. So with that being said, you guys, let's get into this shit. Which is my comparison. And I think that's enough, because I could go all day about the bad for Danny Jacobs. But let's get into my comparisons for both fighters. Who's the faster fighter? Danny Jacobs, by far. Danny Jacobs got stupid speed, though. Canelo has smart speed, all right? Canelo has some really smart, accurate speed, too. Danny Jacobs' speed be all over the place sometimes, but that's very, like I said, the judges like that shit. You can even get points for punches that don't even land when you got that type of a speed. because you can't really tell. Like, it's coming from everywhere. And but Danny Jacobs do get sloppy with his speed sometimes, and that's why it's in the stupid category. Canelo has smart speed, but Danny Jacobs do have a little bit of smart speed too. It's not all stupid now. But I love smart speed. Okay, let's get into foot speed. Foot speed is they both got foot speed. Um, I will say Danny Jacobs by far had the better foot speed, but I don't feel like he could get on his bicycle and win this fight. I think, and I also think Danny Jacobs learned that against Triple G. Okay, but in the hand speed department, if I had to give a grade, I would say Canelo's like an 8, 8.5. Danny Jacobs might be on a 10, 9.5. Danny Jacobs got some fast as fucking hands, yo. But let's get into the defense. The defense, in my opinion, is Canelo. Canelo has good reflexes. He's a good counter puncher. He doesn't really get hit flush like that. Danny Jacobs, on the other hand, he has solid defense too, but I think it's mainly his reflexes that hold him down. I don't think it's just built in him to be a defensive fighter because Danny Jacobs got that dog in him. And I didn't see him not stay disciplined at times and try to go in the pocket and bang with you. So I'm going to roll with Canelo on this one. Even though Triple G, I think he was landing more on Canelo than he was on Danny Jacobs. But Canelo never went down against Triple G. Out of 2 fights. You did, Jacobs. With that being said, though, let's just keep the train rolling, y'all. I'll give that one to Canelo. Another thing that I add to my attributes is a jab. Who has the better jab out of these two? And Danny Jacobs really don't. Danny Jacobs throw jabs, and he was throwing jabs in the Triple G fight. But Danny Jacobs is the guy I like to get in there and slug it, like fuck it. And I kind of like that shit, but Danny Jacobs, it seems like to me he just started throwing jabs. Like he might throw the jab, but once he throws the jab, you know the haymakers is coming. Danny Jacobs is one of those fights. Canelo, he throws good jabs too. I would say this one is probably like even. They both have a solid jab. It's not a great jab from either guy. So I would say this one is most definitely in the draw department. Let's just keep the train rolling. Who has the better chin? Next. Who has the better? That was self-explanatory. We're not finna explain no goofy shit over here, all right? Now, who has the better? Who has more heart? You guys, Canelo got some major heart, yo. I done seen Canelo losing in the fight against Lara and came back late and was tiring Lara out with them body shots. I think this may be another draw too, but I gotta pick somebody. I can't give away too many draws. Danny Jacobs do have a lot of heart too. Damn, man. But if I had to give somebody the heart factor, I'm going to say Canelo. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say Canelo. Danny Jacobs got off the ground and arguably beat Triple G. But I have seen Danny Jacobs in the past where he's not really getting his way. You know, he doesn't give up, but he does kind of like ride along the strings, if you know what I mean. Canelo, he's not giving up. He showed you in that first fight when he clearly won that 12th round against Triple G. He's not giving up. So I'm gonna roll with Canelo on this one. Okay. Who have more crack? This is a good one as well. I'm gonna edge this one to Danny Jacobs because I've seen Danny Jacobs stop guys that have never been stopped before. Okay, you guys have to marinate on shit like this. Peter Quillen has been in there with punchers. The only person to stop Peter Quillen in the fucking first round is Danny Jacobs. Shit, Danny Jacobs has scary power. Don't let that Triple G fight for you. Triple G just has a scary chin. Alright? Nobody have that Triple G chin. Not everybody got that Triple G type of a chin. Canelo if I had to grade their power, I would say Danny Jacobs' power is like on a 10, maybe a 10.5. And Canelo's power is like on a 8.5, 9. I would say 8.5 is fair. Canelo has some power. It's just not like out of this world power. Danny Jacobs has one punch knockout power as well. He can crack you and hurt you with one punch. If I'm not mistaken, he was the first person to stop Sergio Mora. Um, Danny Jacobs got some serious power, yo. He definitely got some serious power. But the only problem with these two got the only power. These two got power, but only problem with these two and their power, they both have to expand energy. It's like they can't like Triple G. He has the type of power where he could just barely hit you, and he'll have you bust the fuck up. Canelo and Danny Jacobs, they don't just have hard hands. They really just have to exert their energy to show their power. Kind of like a Mike Tyson. George Foreman just had power. He could throw slow shit and you'll get hurt. Mike Tyson had to put a lot of energy and speed into it. That's kind of how Danny Jacobs and Canelo is. Yeah, I'm breaking this shit down to a T. Talk about I don't break down. I break down fights. So what else we got out there, y'all? Oh yeah, so the energy part leads me into my next category, and my next category is stamina. Do we really have to break this one down? I never known Danny Jacobs for being spent. I seen Canelo get a little tired in the first Triple G fight and the second Triple G fight. So with that being said, I'm rolling with Danny Jacobs in that one. I think that's pretty much self-explanatory. Well, so who's the better boxer? I named the better boxer already? Yeah, I named the better boxer. Who's the better boxer out of these two, y'all? This is a good one. They're both boxer punchers. But I feel like Danny Jacobs showed me he can box in the Triple G fight. That was the fight that showed me he can box. But Danny Jacobs, I think he's more of a puncher boxer than a boxer puncher. So on the strength of that alone, I'm rolling with Canelo, who I think is a boxer puncher, not a puncher boxer. Remember, I made that up too. Am I missing anyone? Chin, stamina, heart, conditioning, power. I named power. All right, y'all, that's about it. But who's the overall better fighter? In my opinion, I'm going to slightly edge Canelo. Okay, the reason I'm going to slightly edge Canelo is because Canelo has faced every type of a style. All right, that's very big, and he has done it at a young age. So, on the strength of that alone, I'm going to favor Canelo. Don't mean that I'm picking Canelo. We ain't done yet here. But I don't think it's by a long shot. I think he's better than Danny Jacobs slightly. By the skin of your teeth type shit. But with that being said, y'all, I'm going with Canelo to win this fight by decision, all right? I'm hedging it with Canelo by stoppage. I'm going with Canelo. I could see Canelo hurting Danny Jacobs. I could definitely see him dropping Danny Jacobs. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's going to drop Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs is going to go down this fight, and the crowd's going to go crazy. Can he hurt Canelo? That's possibly because Canelo has never faced a Danny Jacobs type of a power. Hey, Danny Jacobs, another thing about Danny Jacobs, he got that Wilder. His finishing move, he finish him. It's like Mortal Kombat, all right? He got that Wilder effect. He has killer instinct when he has you hurt. So if Canelo show if he dance even a little bit, if he dance, show any type of hurting emoji, it is a wrap. I can see Canelo getting stopped by Jacobs. But I definitely don't see Jacobs winning a decision against Canelo. Unless he clearly wins it. And might have to drop Canelo in the process as well. That being said, I'm going with Canelo by decision. I'm hedging it with Canelo by KO. All right, y'all.